In the previous session, we discussed about interest and the types of interest and how the simple interest is calculated. Some of the basic problems are also discussed in that video. Now we are going to see some more problems, how the simple interest will be applied in different cases. Let us start the video. Let's see the first problem. A borrows 800 rupees at the rate of 12% per annum in simple interest, and B borrows 19 at the rate of 10% per annum in simple interest. In how many years their amounts of debt are equal? So here the amount means principal plus simple interest as they are taken in simple interest. So here observe the principal amount of A is 800 and the principal amount of B is 910. So here A has smaller amount than B. So but the rate of interest for A is 12% and the rate of interest for B is 10%. So A has more percent than B. So let us observe the difference between these two principles. So principal of B minus principal of A. Here principal of B is 19 and principal of B is 800 rupees. If you, what is the excess amount? That is 110 rupees. 800, 19 minus 800 means 110 rupees. So now we observe the interest earned per year. Simple interest for A and B. So for A, so 800 principal amount and 12%, that is 12 by 100. So these two zeros and these two zeros will be cancelled. So what is the amount that per year the interest is 96. And for B, uh, principal into rate of interest, that is 19 into 10 by 100. So 10%. So 0 and 0 cancel. Denominator 0, numerator 0 cancel. So 19 ones are 91. So it is 91 rupees. If you observe the difference for these two interest is 5 rupees. So that is the 5 rupees is earned more for A than B. The 110 difference will be filled with this 5 rupees. So the number of years taken to complete this gap is 110 by 5. So 5 ones are 5 twos are 10 and 5 twos are 10. That means 22 years. So the answer is 22 years. To become the two amounts of debts for A and B is 22 years. Let's see the problem 2. At what rate of simple interest a certain amount will be doubled in 15 years? So the amount here is not given and we have to find the rate of interest, that means in percentage. So the principal always considered as 100 rupees because we are to be calculate the rate of interest in percentage. So what is the time period? That is in 15 years, it will be double. That means principal plus interest, simple interest must be equal to 200 rupees. So the interest earned here is 200 minus 100, that is 100 rupees that interest to. Here the number of years is 15 and we have to earn 100 rupees as interest in 15 years. So the percentage are equal to 100 by 15. So 5 threes are 5 twos are 10, 5 zeros. So 20. So 3 ones are 3 six are 18. So 2 remains. It has to be divided by 3. So 2 by 3, 6, 2 by 3%. So the rate of interest needed to get to be amount to be doubled in 15 years is 16 2 by 3. So it is your answer. Now is the third problem. Here a man invests 1 by third of his capital at 7% per annum and 1 by fourth at 8% per annum and the remainder at 10% per annum in simple interest. If his annual income is 561 rupees, the capital is. So the first part here is 1 by 3 and the second part is 1 by 4. The remainder means 1 minus of 1 by 3, 1 by 4 because in while dealing with fraction, the total will be treated as 1. So 1 minus 1 by 4, first part minus second part 1 by 4. So for 3 and 4, the LCM is 3 4s are 12. Here the denominator is 1, so it becomes 12. The numerator also become 12. And here the denominator multiplied with 4. So the numerator also will be multiplied with 4 because here the LCM is 12. So minus 4. And for second part, 4 become 12. What is 4 3s are? So the numerator becomes 3. So 12 minus 4 minus 3, that is 12 minus 4, 8. 8 minus 3 is 5. 5 by 12 is the third part, remaining part. The interest, annual interest here is for first part 7%, though the interest per year earned by first part is 1 by 3 into 7. That is principal into rate of interest. That is 7 by 3% here. For second part, the rate of interest is 8 and the part is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 into 8 is annual percentage earned by second part. 4 ones are 4 twos are. It is 2%. And for third part, it is 10%. And we know that the third part is 5 by 12. So the earned interest for annum is 2 6 are 12, 2 5s are 5 5s are 25. So 25 by 6 is earned percentage. The total 3 parts earned percentage annual income is 7 by 3 plus 2 plus 25 by 6. So for 3 and 1 and 6 is 6. Here 3 becomes 6. So 7 twos are 14. 2 has denominator 1. 1 become LCM 6. So 2 6 are 12. That's why plus 12. And for 25 by 6 it is denominator 6. So 25 placed as it is. 25 plus 12, 37. 37 plus 4, 41 plus 10, 51. So it is 51 by 6%. The 51 by 6% here becomes the 561 rupees according to the problem. So 561 equal to 51 by 6%. So now 1% becomes 1% equal to 561 by 51 by 6. According to percentage, capital is treated as 100%. So the capital is 100%. That's why 561 by 51 by 6 into 100. Here the denominator fraction brings into as reverse 6 by 51. So now cancellation, 51 ones are 51. 51 ones are 51. 5 remains 51. 11. So 11 into 11 6 are 66. 66 into 100 is 6,600. So our answer is capital is rupees 6,600 rupees. Now we are going to discuss the next fourth problem. Here the sum of money that will give rupees 1 as simple interest per day at the rate of 5% per annum. So here for each day we must get 1 rupee as simple interest. So the year containing 365 days. So for year we have to get the interest, simple interest must be amounts it gets 365 rupees. So the rate of interest is 5% and the time period here 1 year. So the simple interest is PTR by 100. We don't know the principal. That's why the simple interest earned is 365. P into 1 into 5 by 100. So the P will be 365. This 100 goes this side. So into 100 by 5. So this is, you got here the things. 5 ones are 5 twos are 10. 0, 0. So 0 remains 0. 2 fives are 10. 2 6 are 12. 1. So 1. 2 6 are 12. 1 13. 2 6 are 2 3s are 6 plus 1 7. So the principal must be 7,300. Your answer is 7,300 rupees is the principal amount. Here we are going to the fifth problem that given as on a certain sum, the simple interest at the end of 12 and a half year, 12 and a half years, the time period, becomes 3 by 4 of the sum. That is the principal. What is the rate per annum? What is the rate per annum? So now we see if the principal is 100 rupees, then we get directly the rate of interest and the time period is 12 and a half year. So this mixed fraction is 2 12 are 24 plus 125. 25 by 2 improper fraction. So 25 years is the improper fraction. So the simple interest is 3 by 4 of sum, that is principal. 3 by 4 of 100 is 4 ones are 4 twos are 8. So 2 remains 24 fives. So 3 into 25 is 75. So it is that in 12 and a half year it runs 75 rupees. So according to the principle of simple interest, this simple interest equal to PTR by 100. So we know that simple interest got here is 75 and the principal is considered as 25, 100, sorry, 100 principal and 25 by 2 is the time period T, 1.5 year and we don't know R, that's why R remains the same by 100. Now the R, what will be happen? This 100 and this 100 get cancelled here. So this 25 goes to in the denominator. That's why 75 by 25 by 2. So if you multiply the fraction become reverse 2 by 25. 25 ones are 25 is or 75. 2 into 3 is 2 3 is 6. 6%. Or otherwise you can do in a simple manner by 5. You get the same answer. So the rate of interest here is 6% is your answer. Now we are going to discuss the sixth problem in this session. So a farmer borrowed 3,600 rupees at 15% per annum in simple interest. At the end of 4 years, he cleared his account by paying 4,000 rupees and a goat. The cost of the goat is. So in this transaction, let us see. The principal amount borrowed by farmer is 3,600 and he paid only 4,000 rupees. So the excess amount that paid than principal by farmer is 4,000 minus 3,600, that is 400 rupees he paid excessly. Now we find this rate of interest here 15%. So for 4 years, how much interest will be for his borrowed amount? So the simple interest is PTR by 100. So principal is 3,600 and the time period is 4. Rate of interest is 15 by 100. So this two zeros and this two zeros cancel. 15 fours are 60. So this 60 for this instead of 2. So 0 for 0 here. And 6 are 36. So 3 here. 6 threes are 18 plus 3. That becomes as 21. 2160 rupees. That simple interest. So for this transaction 2160, he paid gold and 400 rupees excess amount. So simple interest minus 400 becomes the value of gold. So 2160 minus 400. So 0, 0. 6 minus 0, 6. 21 minus 4, that is 17. 1760. 1760 is the cost of gold. So our answer is 1760.